Now by Yonah Bob. He's an intelligence, terrorism, and legal analyst for the Jerusalem Post. Thanks so much for joining us, Yonah. This strike would actually be consistent with Israeli military action, but the fact that it was so close to a civilian airport near Damascus, does that set this apart from other strikes?
It does. I think that, plus the fact that you have the intelligence minister basically confirming it, the defense minister, Avigdor Lieberman, and even the prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, on some of the recent strikes, hinted a lot more strongly that this is what Israel is doing. Israel is doing strikes in Syria, Lebanon, to prevent weapons or even advanced anti-aircraft weapons being transferred to Hezbollah. Everybody in Israel is concerned about the third Lebanon war. Hasn't happened yet, but there have been two. And the thought is that when it happens, if it happens, Israel does not want Hezbollah to have advanced weaponry in that war, which can endanger far more Israeli civilians than have been endangered in the past wars. So the fact that,
but I mean, we are aware of Israel's strategy against Hezbollah, but what about Israeli strategy in the Syrian war itself? Is that clear?
Overall, Israel doesn't want to be involved in the Syrian civil war, but it wants to defend its own interests. So if it believes that Iran is getting too close on the Golan Heights, or establishing a command center, or that Hezbollah is getting advanced weaponry, then Israel will act without restraint, and it looks like even more aggressively. Some have speculated that maybe the more aggressively is because maybe Israel thinks that Hezbollah and Assad are getting more confident since they are winning the war, that maybe they're making faster and more aggressive weapon transfers. Maybe also the fact that Donald Trump, as the president of the United States, recently hit Syria and is less likely to rebuke Israel for use of military force than President Obama would have been. Maybe that could also be part of the explanation.
Okay, but I mean, how far might Israel go to protect its interests here? Could we be looking at open Israeli military participation to fight the Syrian regime?
Highly doubtful. Israel has no interest in getting in the middle of a crossfire between ISIS and Assad, or the Al-Qaeda elements in Syria and Assad, or even the Free Syrian Army and Assad. It has no interest in that. The only interest is, are weapons possibly going over to Hezbollah? If they are, Israel could be very aggressive, and Israel has shown that it's not going to hesitate, even though, again, officially, it hasn't confirmed these reports, but all of the foreign reports and indications are implicit and explicit that Israel will take whatever actions it needs to if it thinks its security is at stake down the line.
Okay, Yonah Bob, we will leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us from Israel.